everyone. I promise she'll be here in just a second. She hasn't turned into a bottle of Garrison.
Is that good? You see it?
Yeah. I'm trying to adjust this camera, and the darn brushes keep. I sort of had it worked out. Doesn't she look cute today? Hello, everyone.
Hola.
It's Thursday. That means there's some thoughts that are going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
She said she has some good ones. She went through her book.
Yeah, because I'm getting ready to start a new book. I want to leave a few pages in the old book. Let me get my glasses on so I can
on me.
focus on some stuff here.
Well, this is P over here.
And I'm over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are
PM Artist
Studio.
Thank you all for showing up. If you would like us to say hello, do say hello in the chat, because otherwise we do not know that you are here. And then, you know, the participant list and, you know, this, that, and the other. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're a friendly bunch. If you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine as well. But do give those thumbsy upsies and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that, you know, the little ding ding little bell, and most likely you will be notified. It depends on the day. That isn't up to us.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Oh, April says we both look great today. My hair's doing really weird things. It's not very humid. It's quite dry. I was really enjoying that sea humidity and stuff. My hair did great on the boat. I don't know how to make that happen again. But anyway, that's here and there. It's all right. I keep fluffing it. It's really just kind of greasy right now. There's that.
There's that.
Mm-hmm. You ready? I'm going to say hello to everybody.
Yeah, please do. While I clean off my
let's go to the participants.
my desk here.
All right, we've got Apple is here. April, Art Curious, that's Miriam, Belinda, Betsy, Betty, Christy, Colleen, Darcy, Dana, Deb C, Denise, Eddie Makes Art, Effie, Fran on the Edge, Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda, Isabel, Jeanette, aka Jeanette, Carrie, Linda, Lori, Lydia, Mary Ellen, Maya, Mitzi, Patricia, Gelena, I believe. I think we get a lot of new Patricias, and I hate to, you know, say that, you know, you've been here or not, but welcome if you're a new Patricia. But we have quite a few. Patricia Lee's here. Paula, Panka, Ricky Normeyer, Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Susan Steffens, Tina Spanberg. See, I think I'm doing that right. I feel very proud of myself about it anyway. Tracy LaBeouf, Trish Coogan, and Wendy is here. All right. Cool. I think I got everybody, at least that's everybody that showed up in the participants list. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Just, you know, give me a little hello and hey, you missed me. In
Capital letters.
Yeah.
She'll see them. Oh my God, my paint water's disgusting.
Fran, how are you doing?
I'll be right back. I have to change my water.
Just change your water.
It's past swamp.
It's past swamp. Some things might be growing in it. It's getting, you know, gooey. Yeah. Oh, I know. Doesn't she look lovely? Thank you, Sandy. One of these days she's going to buy me a matching shirt, but, you know, we're still working on that. I want one that's I've seen the chicken one that says I speak foul language. I think that one's hilarious. It fits my personality. So, I think what we're going to work on today is P has a new notebook. And she wants to do the cover of it. We also have lots of new things to show you guys and more to come.
Oh, yeah. I don't really, you know, I'm just going to wing this and just kind of
Isn't that
trust.
what we just do?
I don't know why I say that every time. It's kind of like my allergies. I gave up on allergies. Now I'm just saying, I think we're just going to wing it today. Like that's something unusual.
Right. Really, you should just tell people you planned something, and then we would all be like, oh, that's new.
Okay, so, yeah, all right. Here's the scoop. I have a bunch of stuff laid out here, and I just don't know what's going to hit me at that moment, you know, when something needs to be hitting.
Thank you, Christy. Yeah. When it slaps you upside the head.
Yeah.
Or falls on you because it's
falls
really,
on me,
it's
or
the pile.
I trip over it, or you know,
Sometimes that's how it
I
works.
draw it. I'm putting these brushes up here.
I'm
I
not
think
being
that
comical.
they have a home here somewhere. They used to. They've been in the water so long that they're waterlogged.
They look, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I washed them all that well, but that's all right. They're old brushes. Alrighty. Well, as you can see,
Oh,
I am
let's get
sporting my
better.
new
See?
necklace. Can you read it all?
Uh-huh.
What's it say?
It says equal rights for others does not mean fewer rights for you. It's not pie.
There's a place for pie, and this ain't it.
I like pie.
I like pie. I don't like all pie.
Not all pie is created equally.
It certainly is not, and I've had some pie that I would just as soon not have had.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than spending some calories on a terrible piece of pie.
Yeah, that you feel obligated to finish because number one, you know, maybe you ordered it and already paid for it, or somebody really special made it and you don't want to make them feel like crap because
And
their
you-
pie is horrible.
Had you shown the necklace the other day?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah,
this
hey,
is so
listen,
bad.
let me tell you what. I would take off my hat, but my hair is like this. It's porcupiney. And I tried wetting it down somewhat. Now, I didn't even cut off a couple of snips hither and yon that were sticking out, not, you know, I patted them down with slightly warm water, but it didn't work. They just sprung right back up. It's kind of like,
So
you know,
you're going to have to try again later.
thorns in the garden or something. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so where was I here? Yeah. Got
think
lots on the plate.
You made those earrings, or you rebeaded
Oh,
the
hell
ear.
yes, I made these earrings. And I'm telling you what, this is one of those things. When you have the multiple little dangles on the earrings and
You
they
want-
look sort of the same as the other ones.
You want me to go top side and then you can really properly show
yeah.
that off?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
properly show it off on this black,
Okay.
my black book.
There we go.
And they are relatively the same. I mean, it's been a long time since I made them.
Yeah, well, and I think, you know, when something's so colorful, it doesn't necessarily have to be spot on, matchy.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That's
and
my
besides that, nobody sees your ears almost simultaneously at the same time. I wore 2 different earrings and nobody even noticed them until, you know, I was about ready to go home that day.
Well, they probably just thought you meant to do it.
That's probably true.
That would be the story I would.
You would go with? But aren't those lovely? Yeah, there's some really nice little beads.
She made me some that are absolutely fabulous, but they weigh too much for me to handle. I get a headache every time I wear them.
She has
I'm very sensitive.
has very delicate ears.
The weight. of
I
it.
don't. I could lift weights with mine.
She could.
Mine are, anytime you know, the people that really have to worry are the unattached people who have large lobes. But you know, that's very Buddha-like.
Oh, Sandy says incongruous is in.
Oh.
Well, she's.
Well,
always
it's
been-
good to know. I've been ahead of fashion for a long
That's
time.
right. They're cousin earrings, not twins.
They're
That's great.
a member of the family, just not brothers and sisters. They're a little further removed. And actually, some of mine have been adopted. They aren't even like genetically related. Okay, so what do we got going on today? Well, I showed you the little sketchbook, and I encourage you to order from these people. Do we have this in our frequently
Well,
bought?
here's the dealio. The original ones that we got that we really loved were our Arteza ones.
Yeah, and they don't
They
make
don't
them.
make them anymore. So this is kind of the latest one. I can put a link, or if you guys want, I'll post it in Makers or something.
This is the Arteza one. It's a lot fatter, but this one is slightly, it's about an inch larger. The paper is a lot less thick, which I don't care about that because this paper was too thick for what I was doing anyway. I don't plan on, I mean, if I was going to, I did watercolor on some of it and it worked just fine, but I don't really need that.
Yeah.
That's not my main thing. But I only have 3 or 4 pages, and you know, I went, pardon me, backwards in this one. So, yeah. And I want to leave it over here because I've got to talk about.
Hello, Estella.
All right, are we topside? I don't really want that. I'm going to read some stuff.
I'll go back side by side. Or do you want to just be you? Well, let's just do you.
What does that mean?
Like you with all of your stuff.
All the glory? Oh, shit.
The full band.
thoroughly enjoyed that. Okay, well, I was looking back through this book that I'm getting ready to retire, and it has a look. There's a lot of thoughts in here, ladies and gents.
Clothespins and all.
Clothespins and all. And I did have a little bookmark once upon a time, but it really wasn't very functional because it would fall down in there and I couldn't find it anyway. So I just went with this little jobber right here when I wanted to find that page. All right. So I was looking through this, and this kind of fell out. And then, what did I think they're in my new book. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, Miriam said here's the thing, Miriam. She has been with the baby all day. Also, one of the reasons she's been watching movies and all sorts of stuff. Maybe I should go side by side because, people may want to see me and my reaction to you. There.
Yes.
And
that always puts me in a marvelous mood. Although I must say that movie was kind of cute. I wasn't one of that I had to, make myself sit there. Because she does look over at you every now and then to make sure that you're enjoying it at the same level that she is. And if you aren't, you better fake it. Because
you need to go watch Miriam's channel later on when you have.
Oh, okay. I will. I haven't even. Well, I did turn on the... Okay, that's the other reason I'm disgruntled, is because I'm trying to pay my bill on my Care Credit account early. And, oh my God, all the hoops I had to jump through to do that. I had to cancel all my... Oh, it was just terrible. I spent 30 minutes of my life doing this crap. And I gave him some bad reviews. I told Dave, I said, Dave, you weren't all that helpful. Anyhow, all right, let's get that mindset. Okay, I love this. Yeah, that really worked right in, didn't it? Okay, I'm pissing on Dave here, and
you need to adjust your mindset.
I need to adjust my mindset.
Wasn't his
well,
fault.
This happened. Obviously, I need to revisit these things often. This happened in December 15th, 2022. I mean, it hasn't been completely a whole year yet, but coming up on. Well, not really. Okay. All right. So I'm talking about mindset on December 15th, 2022. And I actually wrote this down because I thought it was brilliant. And I didn't want to lose it. I've got to put it up here on the... I put my really important little quotes on the the turny thing. Okay. So I thought this was, definitely one of those that goes down in the P-isms.
Oh, is this from you? Like you?
A quote from me. Yeah. Well, plus some others. How concrete do my plans need to be? Big question. Make sure the cement is still wet enough to move about.
I remember you kind of.
Ain't that great? Now, come on. I want to see some hearts and cartwheels and yada yada boo boo. So I signed that and thought, well, I need to put that right away in my new book because I think that comes along with, be prepared to change your mind. All right, so here's one from Picasso, a little more famous artist than I am. I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it. Hello. I'm not going to read this other one right now because it's just it's kind of a downer.
Don't.
We're not going to start off with downers. We'll leave downers at the end. Okay. Now.
I guess this is the only way is up at this point.
Yeah, the hot air balloon is rising. There's a lot of hot air. Why is this important? Well, when you try too hard to make something happen, and I've heard some of you say, oh my God, I just tried. It just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Well, just give it up. Let it go on that hot air balloon. Let it fly away. Put it on the wings of butterflies, yada, yada.
Stuff it in a closet.
Well, label it first, okay?
Yeah, do put a label on it so you remember.
And, this whole thing of make it work, and this is kind of paradoxical because sometimes you really do want to put forth the effort to make it work and not give up on something. Because when you do that, you are forcing yourself to come up with solutions you would not otherwise come up with. That's my thought here. But if you get into that tight little space where you're squeezing through the eye of the needle and trying to make it work just like you wanted it to work, then it doesn't.
They've sent Dave to the dungeon for you.
Thank you. This is where you needed to go.
And Lisa Mingus says, I have decided not to have expectations when trying to communicate over the phone. Well, and this was even chat. This was typey chat, so you know that was...
Oh, I only had one typo, and it was something you could figure out.
I wouldn't worry about typos with chat. Like, that's just kind of, you work it out.
Well, I don't know if Dave did or not. That could explain some things, but I did make sure I had my numbers all right. And Dave kept asking me for the same thing when I didn't put it in, and I knew right away that was, there wasn't any, kind of working around dialogue there. There was just same thing you said before, same thing you said before. I'm like, oh, really? Boy, I sure enjoy dealing with you, Dave.
Back to Dave.
Okay, well, you try too hard to make it work.
Yeah.
According to the plan, all the fun and sense of play, willingness to experiment disappears.
Yes.
It goes down the deep, dark hole into the middle of the earth, and you want to be up in the sky with your balloon.
Oh, look at you with all
Tunnel
your
vision. Tunnel vision. You can only see that which is directly ahead of you when you do this kind of thing. And man, I don't know. And I had, oh gosh, I hope I haven't lost that page. All right, so Charmin said, if it's too much work, I'm not doing it. When it starts feeling like that,
Yeah.
give it up, move on, Go outside and garden or something.
Yeah.
Well, don't right now. It's hot as Hades out there. As he asked me yesterday, she said, Gigi, who's Hades?
I'd like to know who they are. Why are they so hot? Wait, did she really say?
She did say that because we were outside. And I about had it out here. If you want to stay out here, as hot as Hades, I'm going in. I'm done. And she wanted to know who Hades was.
That's funny.
And is that hot, dude? Not hot in a good sense word.
Yeah.
Hot like it's lava.
Right.
Okay. Talked about tunnel vision. Now down here, and I love this, I've got this in green writing with a little, what do you call those things? Asterisk.
Yeah.
Asterisks.
Footnote.
Footnote. Do I always follow my own advice? That's a rhetorical question. We all know what the answer to that one is.
I think we've explained many times that she has a lot of rules.
And the number one rule is I don't always follow my own rules. So,
Well, or, if this is be prepared to modify your plan, but also be prepared to break your rule and, just have a good reason.
Yeah, just have a good reason for doing it. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all of this started, I'm going to close my book up because there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to read there, but I really don't want to read it because, anywho, okay, this I'm putting over here in the new book. Look at this new little book.
Okay, top side.
Top side.
Okay, we're going back to top side.
Top side. I do not want to lose that stencil because I am using that stencil. Okay, so here's the cute, I've sort of showed you the new little book. But it's kind of cool. It's got this little place for a thing on the front.
Oh.
Well, I'm turning that over.
Put that on the back.
Put that on the back because it's going to mess up my front part.
And if you haven't started the book, it really isn't, who says who's front and back?
Well, exactly, because the pages are the same either way. That's the nice part about having, unlined pages, It's not telling you. Okay, but this is a really... I like this. I wouldn't call it a sketchbook. Or it's a sketchbook with a pencil, and you must be careful about the...
It's not mixed media.
It is not mixed media.
Artisas were, and that's why they had thicker pages.
Yeah. These are pretty thin pages, but it's nice paper, and it's not white. It's kind of off-white. I like that.
I'll tell you this, if you are interested in these types of books, just a sketchbook, one of the cool things is you can glue pages together, which remember, I did that with the, which one did I create? From the one little booklet that was just, and it was just like a notepad type paper. And I glued the pages together.
Yeah, I've seen other people do that.
And then rip a lot out, too, because you make them thicker.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Mm-hmm. Just, a thought.
Yeah, it's a thought.
I have some too.
Yeah, very good. There's only 80 pages in here too, but that's plenty. And I probably will, depending on what implement I use to write with.
I don't know, Rhonda.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm starting from this way.
You need to hurry up and put a cover on that thing before you
go crazy.
mess up.
Okay, Thirsty Thoughts taken from December 15th, 2022 month.
Continued.
Continued. Redo.
Good luck finding the other book. It's part of a set.
I have to find that other book because it has my
What book are you talking
my
about?
address information in it.
Your Gigi one?
No, the one I just showed you.
Oh.
My other book that I use for Thirsty Thoughts.
Oh, okay.
It has lots of addresses and whatnot in it. Okay, well, I don't know that I'm going to work on this today. We may. I don't know.
Okay.
Putting that aside. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, look what's in the shop.
Y'all asked.
I am so excited about this.
And I think this was the one, a couple people actually asked about it. And it wasn't that I was ignoring you. It's just, we were catching up on orders and then just, trying to get new stuff in process.
I would definitely term this, and when I was...
You know what we called it?
What?
Frack and Crackle.
I love it. Frackin'?
Frack and Crackle.
Frackin' crackle.
New in the shop. Available now.
Oh, look, here's a little pig head.
Now, it really is...
Here's a horse over here.
It's Crackle. But it was remember,
Here's a phoenix.
She kind of changed it up a little bit and then did the trim out of the outside.
Yeah.
So it's same but different.
It is. And I love that we have the little one, because here's the nice thing about the little one. I really like the little one for flopping off. These really are just... They're more or less meant to be used on the plate as such. Now, this one would work also. But I like this. I like the ability. It's flexible. These just do a little bit too much, wiggle wobble. Wiggle wobble. Okay, excellent. Put those aside. And, I've got some stencils over here. I might use those today. So I want to put those back there because I need to put those in a special place.
Yes, Anthony. Wasn't that a comic book? I think. Frickin' Frack?
I think so, yeah. It might even have been in the Mad comic book.
Perhaps.
One of the... I don't know. But that could have been one from, way, way long ago.
Yeah, it was.
Many years ago.
Yeah, because...
right?
My dad. And I found a copy of one for him. I wonder whatever happened to that. I wonder if Liz still has it.
I don't know.
But I found one in a comic book store for him. Long time ago in Amarillo.
Seriously?
Yeah, over there by that Boots and Jeans and all that over across near Wonderland Park. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
There was a comic book store over there.
Oh, I haven't
Weird
thought
that
of
I remember that.
I have not thought of that for years, literally. Okay, am I on the top part now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, well, remember, I went over this one with the matte texture gesso, and it kind of disappeared. I didn't like it.
Yeah, you've been doing other things.
So I did some other things. And I want you to look at this. I even used some of
Yes.
Izzy's. I stole all the gold from
We
her.
did. She took some and I took some. Because all she does is just string them around the
String
house
it around
and do
and make
lasers and drive us flipping
Spider
nuts.
webs that, are going to trip me up and kill me.
And I keep seeing that one over in the wall in the kitchen, and I think that the wall's cracking. Freaks me out.
And those balloons that she keeps toting around that have, just enough
She calls them
helium
her
to
pets.
barely make it off the floor. When you're walking around in the dark at night and you run into one of those and you were on the way to the bathroom, well, you just cancel that out. You can go back and change your pants.
You need to do some laundry.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. And then the other day, it was flopping around over here in some kind of a cycle. I poked a hole in it. Threw it in the trash.
Did you?
I made sure I buried it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do around here.
And I left it, I gave her a chocolate yesterday afternoon when you guys were gone. Okay, and I said, make sure you pick up your wrapper. She says, don't worry, I'll bury it.
There's a lot of, you know, we all just type things for one another around here to keep the peace.
Okay. So, here I go. I put this down and I taped it off. You know how I tape it off with my tape.
Oh, hey, Candy.
Did the purple. Then flipped it over, taped it off again. And the interim, I went ahead. Oh, and
Hi,
I
Barbara.
already put all those up.
Oh, Barbara's in Mexico. She made it with her tuna. Did you? I read the thing. Did you have 5 pieces of luggage, or 2? I think she took 5 pieces of luggage. 2.5 of them
Arrived.
are art supplies.
Where'd she go? Where's she going?
I think. Well, let me know, Barbara. Oh, she's San Miguel is where she is right now.
San Miguel Allende.
Yes.
That's where Dawn lives. I have a friend.
Oh, we have an
She was
artist
my
friendship. Yeah.
first boyfriend's sister, and she actually lives there, and she's an artist. Her name is Dawn.
Yeah.
Need to look her up. Tell her I
I
sent you.
forgot about that. Hey, Patty. Patty Tolley's here, so if you have any, you know.
Well, I'm working on some papers that I'm bringing. And I've got to find the rest of them that I put over here, because what I've been doing, and this is what I encourage you, have these kind of things hanging out, you know, close to where you're doing things. Maybe I have to put them over there.
And she's already said that she's taking over part of my table, wherever I'm sitting.
Well, shucky darn, so I don't know what I did with those little boogaboos.
What are you looking for?
All these papers that I was working on. Oh, I don't know.
You had them all in the box.
I did have them all in the box, but
Pick some out.
I was working on these ones and flipping and flopping this, and I wanted to show them, and I don't know what I did with them.
Look under the box.
No.
Oh, she's looking to connect with fellow artists.
Oh, well, she needs to look up Dawn. I don't know what.
She's on Facebook, right?
Yeah. She is. I don't know. It's Dawn something. I can't remember. She does hot wax.
And caustic kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she like just puts things on artwork, and that's what I remember.
Yeah, I really like some of her stuff. Some of her stuff, well, and she'd probably say the same thing about mine. I'm not in love with it. But you know, who am I? She sells it. All right, I've done something with them, you know, put them someplace where I can. Oh, this drives me crazy. It just irks me to no end when I do this kind of stuff. I need to give you that. You need to send it out.
I don't know what the heck you were doing, lady, but this is fascinating stuff. I'm just gonna chit chat with chat. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna, you know, have a little spot over in the corner, Wendy. Okay, so here, Carrie, I'm glad you're here. So he posted the most lovely pictures of the retreat thing that he was at. And it's in this huge room, tables, you know, bags and everything. And I was going to make a comment on there saying, yeah, that looks about the right amount of space for pee.
Ugly. All kinds of ways. Alright, I found a whole bunch of stuff that I was looking for. A really nice letter from Diana Moyer. Look at that booger-boo. And I don't know, but this might need to go into the journal. I think she might have been sending stuff. You'll have to read it. Anyway, I've got these tags out here. I can't remember who sent me these.
Well, I don't know if anything from this ended up in mine.
Oh, I don't either, but I really like this washi tape. I don't always.
Oh, you need to show the crochet thing you made.
Oh yeah, I do.
You started it in the last.
See, I like this one. It says believe. Oh, there it is. Now look, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at her little crocheting. It's so soft.
And I made another little hoop-de-doo thing on the back, and this little hoop-de-doo. I was hoping it'd line up, but you know, you never know about those. Look at that little wispy, I don't know,
Well,
truncated starfish, you know.
yeah.
Been washed up on the shore. The shark took a bite out of him. I don't
Or,
know.
you know, some kelpy leafy.
Yeah. Now, as soon as we relocate our charms, we're going to hang some,
And boy, oh boy, we've been looking.
dangle those. I had a real flash and went through. That's where I found all this stuff. Through another pile of
I feel like y'all understand this.
preciousness. Okay, well, I can't find those. I don't know where they are.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah. I mean, we have the black 1.0 or 2.0, Stuart.
Oh, also I have the white.
But we have the black.
Yeah.
But they're up to a 4.0 now.
I know, it's kind of pricey stuff, but it smells really good. Okay, well, anyway, what I was thinking about here.
Could they be with the buttons?
No. It's a hassle getting the buttons. I wouldn't.
Right.
That wouldn't be my go-to on that one. But that's a good thought. That would be
She
a logical.
paused.
Yeah, that would be a
Like,
logical.
oh, well, did I get the buttons out recently?
And I lost, and we still haven't located the wax to keep the pages. But I've kind of gone through, and the thing about it is if you use
Cornstarch, people have suggested.
well, I know, but there's just that white stuff all over. Come on now. That doesn't seem like a solution. That seems like another problem. And of course, I'd be wearing it.
That's
And
true.
it looked like, you know, the muffins exploded before they got in the oven.
Muffin explosion.
Yeah, it's dangerous stuff. Oh my gosh, here they are.
I found them. I found them over
there.
here.
Now I'm going to show you this one page that
Okay, and we also have to clear up something.
Akiko.
Akiko has sent us 2 journals.
Yes, this one is mine.
That one is Pete's.
But now here is the head.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, you missed a page to show. And I was like, oh my gosh, did it
And
get
the
stuck
reason
together?
is because it keeps sticking together.
Yeah.
But I had lotion on my hands and I rubbed it across like this and it seems to be working.
Oh, well, there you go. Grease it up a little. Well, you know.
But it was so funny because she said that I forgot a page. And I'm like going through this and trying to figure out what I didn't get to open up. And finally Mariah said, no, I think it was, she said you didn't show a page.
Yes, with the head.
The head, with the head. And it's squishy.
Well, and what's really cool, so that's, I'm pretty sure that's the Happy Stream, Miriam's.
Ah, I think it is.
It feels like it is. We're going to go with that it is.
I believe so.
And then she was so sweet. She sent like a list of all of the things that she's used. Oh, so sweet. And these are meant for us to use. I know there have been a few people that have said, you know, that we should just put them on the shelf and love it and, you know, come back to it and be inspired by it. But she wants us to use them. Like, that's, she sent one specifically to me that we'll be working on Monday. And that's the Mary Poppins one. So, see, there are 2.
Yeah, this is fabulous.
Yes. This one is,
That's called Mary Poppins?
no, I named it that.
Oh,
Mine-
because it looks like her carpet
Yeah,
bag.
and so then that's stuck in my head. Cherish.
It's called Cherish.
I haven't even fully gone through it because I want to do that on Monday with you guys when we start it.
Yes. And I have the ink over here and I have used the pen. Anyway. Okay, so I want to make some tags for some pages that are in here. So I'm not actually altering any part of the pages that I feel are finished. But what I am doing is I'm sticking in like this here. I just feel like that was just called for. Because the beans are almost the same color. And I could come back and make them the same color. But that's what color they were. So I don't know if Akiko noticed that and thought I might pick up on that. And then, of course, here we have the, what have we decided to call this now?
Well, and you need to scoot over so you're more in the middle. There you go. Now, what are we calling what?
Well, I called it the thong,
But it's the
thong
bikini.
effect. The
Yeah.
bikini, yeah. Effect.
Hey, Devin.
To keep the page lined up. Yes. Okay, so, and look at that one. See, I mean, the turquoise bouncing around there, creating a little rhythmic movement. Oh, just love this. That is such a gorgeous turquoise.
It is.
I love it with that too. The lime green, the back and forth. I mean, you know, and I love this little sampler here.
Oh, yes.
I think that is just so cool. I'm sorry, we've already talked about this. All right, get to a page. Here's the page that I think that she meant for me to put
Things on.
a tag or something. I really honestly feel like that, you know, these little doors.
That's a different journal.
Yeah. Open up. So I'm going to kind of, you know, I want you to kind of get that in your brain. Because what I'm going to do, I've started some doodling, and that's all, you know. Carrie's doodling, and I thought, well, you know, if Carrie's doing it, by golly, I need to be doing some doodling. And
Darcy's always doodling. Darcy's a darn good doodler.
Well, you know, I don't know how good my doodles are, but I like to do them. And I was sitting in front. I was watching Joe Pickett. It's a kind of an interesting. It's about a game warden in Wyoming.
Like true story stuff, or
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a true story, but it's certainly within, you know, it has plausibility. So, anyway, I had these, and I thought, you know, they were brayer-offs.
1 second. So Akiko changed platforms. She is Respect Design on Etsy. Let me pull that up really quick. I will put that link in the chat. And I did post in Makers with her Etsy. So there is that. But let me yeah. So go ahead. I'm just going to post that in chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, and the reason I was watching that rather than a foreign film is because I can't read captioning and do my artwork. So, you know, if I'm doing my artwork, I'm watching something that doesn't necessarily need to be captioned. But these are the brayer-offs, and you can see where, you know, where I tuck it under my thing that holds the brayers, so they don't get stuck to my paper. Well, that part sometimes gets kind of big. It's almost half the paper. So I've got all of this over here that's white. Just grab one. Show you what I'm talking about. Oh, well, that here, this one's already been, of course I'd have to grab that one. Okay, here, this is a good one. So I've got all that white over there. So I need to, you know, kind of take care of that if it's going to be the opposite page. And of course, then there's still the inside of the white page, which needs to be dealt with. And I think I'm going to do that with this tissue paper type stuff and do sort of collage-y kind of, you know, la-di-da, whatever in there.
La-di-da.
Yeah. That's my thought. And I'm toting those to Baltimore and working on them.
Oh, Patty, are you still here? If you are, I have a question for you.
Let us know. Let us know. All right. To the extent that... All right.
Where did that page come from?
What?
That one.
This one right here?
Yeah.
I made it just the other night.
Did you talk about that?
No, just now. I haven't talked about it before.
But you did just talk about it a moment ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I was looking up something.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure that you talked about it because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. So basically, I just took my brush, and my brush is about this wide.
Yep, rest up, Fran. Go ahead.
I don't know if I'm supposed to talk or not.
You are.
Okay, and then I had this little jobber, and I had it in here with this guy, because I think they really go together. No?
Kind of.
I'm working through it there. So here's some rub-offs.
Yes.
And this is all from the front of the little you know, flip through book.
Yeah.
So, and then I came back in.
Oh, you mean the leftover?
Yeah, the leftover on this jobber.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, you know, do it. I don't know if you noticed that or not. No, it was on this. Look at that lovely ombre there.
Oh. Oh, yeah. More noticeable when you give it a little wiggle.
Yeah. Well, it really wasn't intentional because I'd mixed up green to use on the front of the book, and then I had to put it in with the gold
Yeah,
because I didn't have any other
don't-
place for it, so I just put it kind of on the edge and then
Yeah.
I just scraped it off.
That's how she does.
That's how I do things. And I have a little bit on there. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty faint.
Yeah.
Pretty much used all that up. Okay, so we've got these pages. And they're starting to look pretty cool. But I'm so inspired by Akiko's journal. And you know, when I think they're done, I think maybe she would say, no, I think it needs maybe a few more layers. So I started making these doodles, and Brad said,
Let me have those.
we could make those into, and I said, well, boy, that'd save me a lot of time and effort later on. I could whip those babies down and
You know, doodling for the lazy.
this is for the lazy doodler. You know, I've already done that. Oh my God, how many times do I need to do that? And you know, I'm
A
trying,
lackadaisical doodler.
yeah, yes. I'm trying to fit these little boogers on here. Not that this one just makes me think about that little character in Hilda. The wood,
Yes.
you know, what's his name?
Woodman.
Woodman. It's Woodman now. Woodman boogieing. So,
It
I was just,
does. I didn't see that before, but yeah, totally.
yeah.
Okay, so these are called Dipsy Doodles. They come in the large and the small, and right now, because these are peas, we made them exclusive. So those of you that are Arty Perk members, you may purchase them for the next week. 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, they will go to, as we say, Gen Pop.
Okay. So this is the big size, and this is the size probably I'm most interested in. Although, I can see a place for, and I'm going to actually use these to on here in just a sec, but I wanted to show you these cute little jobbers. These are great for ATCs, and what I'm talking about here is I'm talking about the scale. All right, you're going to have to be really careful. This one's going to get clogged up very easily, so just be aware of that. I don't. Aren't those just adorable? I really like this one. I like this one a lot. Now this one I had more in a linear fashion, and Brad had to change it because in order for them to be a stencil and not just fall apart when you you don't have continuous lines. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly, Deb. She says for that day, you just need it done. Now.
Sometimes it's true.
I don't have time to doodle.
I don't have time for it. I know what I want right there, and I'm just going to get out
Hello,
one of
Helen.
those little boogaboos and do it. Okay, that's done. All right, now, I'm going to toss out a challenge. Well, actually, I just want everyone to help me with my brainstorming here because I kept, well, you know I keep sardine tins, right? Everybody knows that. I have
Do they know that?
hundreds of them.
Does everyone know that?
Well,
I know
have
it.
back here behind. Are you seeing here? These are my little drawers that hold my stamps.
I was very happy that you found and that's a good home. Like that looks cool. And then they're not just being collected. They are being used.
Mariah, if you don't collect them, you can't use them when you need them.
That's right. If you throw it away, you can't.
You definitely can't use it.
Yeah.
Now, I do have sometimes this problem of not being able to locate it.
Or an overstock of a certain item and then not enough of another.
Very true.
I don't.
Very
The dog's fine.
true. The dog's puking.
Just,
Well, I don't think she's puking.
No,
she's
she's
just
just
coughing.
She's hot.
She's got a heavy cough.
She's fine. She's just
Okay.
old.
Don't need that. Okay, this is from the Organic Olives. And I don't know why it says do not drain. I don't drink olive juice.
Well, I think they mean, like, you know, because if you're going to, like, I guess save them or something, you want to keep them in the juice. So they don't get all dried out. I don't know.
Well, we don't have that problem.
No, they get consumed.
All right, so I pulled the tin off as, you know, as carefully as I possibly could on the olives.
Hi. You're cool.
And smashing this down here because I want this to be flat. But I thought, you know, what a cute little thing you get. You know, whatever you're going to do with it, you got a built-in hanger. La-di-da.
Yeah.
And you know, the other thing I thought is, people that have fruit trees.
Okay, you're making the camera go nutty.
Oh. People that have fruit trees dangle little shiny things from them to keep the birds away from their cherries and
You
whatnot.
need to turn those edges then. You want to, you know,
I'm
in a
just
storm
fine.
create a, you know.
I washed them in hydrogen peroxide, Mariah. Even if they cut you, it'll be all right. You won't have to go for a tetanus shot. Just calm down.
Guess it could be a security system
Show your jets there,
hanging from the trees.
Susie. Cute. Oh, look, they still have the fish on the back.
That's pretty cool.
Anywho, I just...
Yeah, I know. Me too, Helen. That's what I said. She says she's nervous of the razor sharp edges. Some of them are more sharp than others. Some kind of have like a safety edge.
This is not bad. I mean, look.
Please
now, this one here on the tin, because, you know, it has that little rim around there. Mm-hmm. And I don't like that, because if you have something in it and you want to dump it out, then it gets caught in that little rim and it's a real pain in the patootie. So here's what you do on this thing. I'm just, you know, saving lives here and whatnot. Yeah, you do have sometimes a little bit of a burr. You just buff it out with your pliers.
See, Carrie, you needed this course by P. He says once he ended up in the ER as he sliced his thumb on an open food tin. He's scared of him now.
Well, face your fears, darling. Face your fears.
And now you know how to fix it.
Yeah. Okay, that...
No, Colleen wanted to know if you were bringing these to Baltimore.
You think I should? I don't know. I just can't. You know, I'm sure they wouldn't let them on the airplane because they think you might, you know, slice the flight attendant.
I mean, I guess you could mark the little, like, container thing. Art supplies.
You know. You would have to really work it. Yeah. It's, you know. But anyway, now come on.
Come on now, sugar.
Think of some things we can do with these. And I really don't know where this one came from. This may be cat food.
Yeah. Some came from tuna.
Some from tuna, some from olives.
And yeah, it could be the dog cat food.
I don't know. But anyway, they have been put into the little tin, which has been, oh, they're still little.
Oh, Lisa Mingus says she used fabric binding for safety. And then the little tins make a nice shadow box. I've seen people do that. And like people use the Altoid pens.
Like this. I like that. But
you could even make a little door for it.
I'm more into functionality here. I really want them to do something.
We got plenty of decoration here. Brad says fancy things.
We have no room for no room at the end.
Oh, you're driving Darcy crazy.
Okay,
I'm
putting those away. Now you can just believe me when I say they're safe. Oh, yeah. Now somebody sent me these cute little tags. And again, they kind of got assimilated into the stuff. So, you know, if you sent me these...
Let me see that.
Really like it.
I feel like that's a Carrie Griffiths.
I really, really like it because I don't know what they did there, but it has definite texture. And I love this little slippy, slidey...
I don't remember seeing that.
Hoop-de-doo thing. I love that a lot. I don't know that it's what I want in my journal. And I love this cat.
He says not from him.
Okay. So, I really like the cat, but I don't want the snowflakes.
Oh, you know, Sharon. It could have been Sharon.
Oh,
Kind
maybe
of a
so.
Sharon feel to him.
Maybe so. Sharon, you don't care what I do to
Or
him.
Darcy. Kind of have a Darcy feel to him.
And yeah. Okay. That's not me. might be somebody. And I like this, but, you know.
Helen, no. But 2 weeks is right. You know, like it could be any day now. But it could be up to 3 or 4 weeks.
What is this?
From the UK.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and we've had some holidays in between. And so there's always a little slow up in between that.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. And I saw this and I saw the Santa Claus here. We did our Costco run yesterday.
Okay, not from Darcy. I really kind of feel like it was Sharon.
Yeah, I'm keeping the cat, but we're going to get rid of those, and I'm going to show you how to do that. What's really cool about these is these actually have a reinforced little hoop.
Yeah, they're not just painted on or printed on like the other ones.
This is the real deal. I don't know if she did that, but it is duly noted.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking at those and thinking that my fat rivets might work with those. Because I'm having trouble with the fat rivets that rivets that we have fitting through the fat hole on the chomper thing.
Yeah.
They don't quite. And I've torn a couple of them trying to force them through the orifice. But anyway.
And Lisa Mingus has made Christmas ornaments, I think, out of the little tin things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're toe tag type tags.
But anywho, heading to Costco and Izzy singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I said, we need to broaden our singing repertoire here, honey. Don't we have a songbook somewhere that we purchased at some time?
Like what kind?
You know, with singing songs for kids. I'm just sure that we have.
The internet's full of them.
I know, but I think we have one.
Like a book.
It is. It's a song book.
I think we didn't like a lot of the songs that were in it.
Oh, that could be
You got it like on sale. Like it was like a 25-cent book or something,
Yeah.
And then we were a little bit like, now we understand why.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. We should just take those songs out and use them for sending them to people that like to put music in their stuff.
Maybe.
Well, anyhow. So, yeah, I told her that we had to, and I know parts of songs, but I don't know all of songs. And like Clementine used to have one of those little wind-up music boxes that played the tune. I mean, actually, they didn't sing on those, but anyway.
Right.
I hope y'all noticed my bracelet today. I'm still missing a couple of my diamonds. I found 2 of them at the bottom of the box, but I'm still needing another one here and there. But this is my rainbow bracelet. Isn't it lovely? Okay. Well, we're going to keep the cat out because I really like the cat. I'm going to keep the music out because I think that's kind of cool. We'll go over the top of that with some layers and yada yada and decide what we're going to do with it. That's a cute little booger. Oh, this is off to a good start. It's got gears on it. And the plant matter, I'm just not really feeling that right now. I really do like this one, but I kind of like it just like it is. So I might just leave that. I like Believe.
Hey, Joan.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one out too. That gives us 4 to work with here.
Yeah, that's plenty.
That's plenty, Mariah said. Excuse me. Okay. Then there's always the quandary. Do I gel plate or do I...
To gel plate or not to
gel plate or to stencil first? There's just no... And I didn't wash this up because, clean it up because I just felt like we were going to be mucking it up again anyway. And what the heck? Oh my gosh, I've got a whole bunch of gel plates.
Oh, Darcy says the tag is like the color scheme from the magazine that you and Joshy went through, the Miranda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, definitely, Miriam. Yes. Oh, okay, good call. And thank you for asking about that. So, we're coming towards the end of the month, which means there's going to start to be many posts inside of Makers. If you aren't a part of Makers, that's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, where us and many of these other lovely folks, in fact, I would say a majority of them, that you see in the chat and who leave comments and hang out. hang out in makers. And then we have different collaborations and just little challenges there for, you know, to personally challenge yourself. The color combos coming up, and let's see, we've got the collage prompts from Judy P. Let's see, so color, collage. We're going to have the Makers of Mixed Media collab, you know, the creative collab, which is
That's interesting.
oh yeah, Fly Me to the Moon. Sorry, my brain just kind of. But yes, we do have lots of different moon type stencils and stamps in the shop. So if you're looking for something to get, you know, your moon creativity. I was trying to think of something clever to say there, but again, my poor little brain.
Sometimes it's just there isn't.
Just say it.
You just have to go with the factual information. I'm just assuming that this is where that piece of paper is going to go.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Sometimes I just amaze myself at the brilliance of which.
Mm-hmm. You accidentally do things.
God, you're such a... Okay, and I'm bending this over a la Mariah style, but I don't want this here.
We also have flies. That could be, you know, a fly and a moon. You could be very literal.
Fly me to the moon.
That's not how it goes.
No. I really like that little part right there. I'll just tear that off and use that down here.
Good luck.
What is it?
Yolanda's cleaning grout. It's not a fun job, but I'll tell you, it's satisfying once it's done.
What's satisfying? Cleaning?
Grout, having your grout clean. I find that very... I watch those things even on... Whatever.
Okay, you know what I did to mine? I had this white grout at my house in Friona. And it looked like poop. So what I did is I just took some acrylic paint and painted it all brown. And that settled that. No more fuss or muss. I thought it looked kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, some people do choose that color of grout.
Now there we go. Look at that. Now where's my little piece here? I really like that little piece. Cover that up. I didn't want that on there anyway. I've been watching Mariah tear, so I'm pretty darn good at it here. Okay, now I'm just putting this on here to cover up that tree so that I don't have to look at that tree.
Yeah.
Because that tree just kind of irritates me.
That's right. That'll learn you.
See, I really like that edge. I might put some more of that on there.
Oh yes, the aliens and spaceship things.
And this is really kind of nice. You know, this is another one of those where I don't know if they sprayed it or baked it or, you know, whatever those people do with it.
Well, yeah. So whenever they're eco dyeing, it goes into the oven.
Yeah, I know. I watched.
Yeah.
Lisa told me all about it, and I was like, "Holy crap!
Yeah, it's some serious stuff.
This is some like all-time."
Yeah.
Yeah. Just might put that down the middle. No, that's going to cover that up. Okay, I don't want to lose my dadgum pen, so I'm going to stick it over there.
I have lost my pen, and I'm going to order some more, but then I was like, God, that's so ridiculous.
All right, right now this is kind of like, you know, what's her name that moved to, not Puerto Rico, to,
Oh, Lori Marie Jenkins.
Lori Marie Jenkins. Where'd she move? Costa Rica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jenkins.
She moved to the rainforest. And I'll tell you what, there's some aspects of that move that I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
Number one, nothing dries.
Hello, Mimi.
I'm just using these up because if I put them, what's this side say?
Listen, make this.
You administer it with it. You will prod the knows I am having her. Nothing good. I like that. Nothing good.
Baking leaves smells like crap.
What is that?
That's what Lisa Mingus says.
What is it?
Baking leaves. Like, so doing the eco dye.
Oh, yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah, kind of breaking it down.
Well, Mariah brought me ceviche back from the place today, and I'm telling you what, somebody needs to have a talk with those people about too much oregano.
Oh, did you feel that way?
Oh, I definitely felt that way.
I didn't feel that way. Normally I do. That's very odd.
Too much oregano. Oof. Okay, so we're going to put that aside while it dries, and we're going to come over here to this one. I hope y'all find this terribly entertaining.
Thumbsy upsies.
Thumbsy upsies. Have a little song down there at the end. Let me
right.
see what it says on this side.
If you've come in, do say hello. Hello
Okay,
in the
that-
chat, so we can say hello back.
So,
I've had some people popping in and out.
I'm going to do a bend around here because I'm too lazy to cut
A wrap
it.
around.
Yeah, a wrap around. There you go. I'm going to do a wrap around here. Don't want to cover up that bottom part. That's a really good part too.
For the eco dyeing, Fran.
Baking your papers.
Baking your papers. And those of you that have come in, do give those thumbsy upsies so we can, you know, let others know something fun's happening over here. That's how we know.
We're doing some really
Fascinating gluing.
fascinating. Okay, I think we've got some snowflakes we need to cover up here, so we might as well just go ahead and use our paper
Keep
that we've
on
got.
singing.
No, keep on singing here. Oh, I love, this is from Prentice Hall. Harmonic structure. Wow, this is some definite. Esoteric. Whatever. There we go. Oops. I didn't want that on there anyway. Don't want to cover up our hole, nor do we want to cover up his little cap there, because I think that's just quite festive, even, you know, just
Yeah, that could just be a hat. Although he does have a belt on. He's throwing, you know, Santa vibes.
well, we'll make it look, we'll stripe it and make it look,
More elfy or gnome-like.
yeah,
He's a
or-
gnome cat.
you know, like Dr. Seuss cat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just kind of see, okay, that's kind of lifting up there, so it might need to get a little bit more glue on that end right there. This is how I glue. I'm not into that, you know, precise gluing.
Well, you boil them in the oven. Right?
Yeah, you cook them.
Yeah, or
And
on the
what
stove,
she
I
would do,
suppose,
she layered hers.
He's a cat with a hat and a belt. With no pants. You need to put some pants on that cat. Why else would you wear a belt?
Well, shucky darns. I don't know why I couldn't have gotten that right. Oh, well. No worries. There we go.
She learned that from me, too.
I just really like this paper. I really would like for some of my papers that are all white and everything to look like this. Mottly. Mottled. Do you know?
No, Fran's going to do a video about the eco dyeing.
Excellent.
I'm with Deb.
I ain't doing it. I just want you to send me your papers.
And she said she'd go to Etsy.
Hell, I can't. We have trouble, you know, fixing food around here.
Yeah.
The oven cannot be
Art baking? Oh no, that's a different level of commitment that we just don't.
You know, if I'm doing anything with the oven, it needs to be preparing food because I have restless natives here. I just do so like that ruffled edge.
Yes.
The ruffled edge is just the shiz knit. Okay, we've got one more cap to do here.
And then are we going to do some other arty things like, you know, put it on the gel plate or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I would also like you to, you know, Perhaps use those new stencils and things.
Huh.
You have some from the other day too. Remember, France.
You preach to your sheep, you convert them with nourishing praise and understanding. Oh, that's some insightful BS. That's what it says.
I know, but
I ain't making it up.
Insightful BS. I don't really know that's what do you call it when this doesn't? It's like a double negative or a no, it's the opposite. It's like how can both be true at the same time?
It's paradoxical.
Paradoxical.
That's what I'm going with.
Like a cat wearing a hat and a belt. You should turn that cat into a sheep. That would be hilarious.
I really like him as a cat.
Okay.
Now, a little bit of that, but I don't think anybody would know that. And, I might just go ahead and I'll just put glue,
Marta.
glue movement down right there.
Glue movement?
Movement.
Mm.
The word movement
Mm.
has many meanings.
Oxymoron.
I'm
Miriam.
adding some ambiguity here, y'all.
Yeah, it's P's rules. Yeah. And once she gets done with it, you probably won't be able to read half that anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hi, Kimmery.
I really know what I'm worried about that for.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get right up to the edge. If you have a very fat line and you always squish it to the outward motion, you can
spread your glue as you go.
Spread your glue as you go. I didn't want any of that on there.
While you spread your insightful BS.
Are you implying that
No. What?
That I am spreading?
So what's the plan with these now? Are you going to the gel plate, or are you going to put some texture on them? You shouldn't put texture on them because then you have to wait for that to wait. We should do that at the very end.
I can't. Texture is something that you add at the end.
Then you can come back. Now, that's not to say that if I could find some textured tissue, that's a quick way to do it. See if you have it on hand.
That's just very true. I don't know if I have any.
But it would be like of older stencil stuff, and I'm really kind of interested in the new stuff. What you should do is maybe even towards the end of the stream,
just show the.
Go ahead and texture even some on tissue.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what our prevailing conditions are out there, but yeah. All right, so we're going to grab some of these little plates here. I don't know if that's the one I want. I don't want that one. Maybe this one.
Yeah, I like that one.
I do too. It has lots of interesting stuff going on there. Now, if I line these up just right.
God.
Shut up, Mariah.
I think you should use some of your washi tape.
Oh!
That's
a really good idea. Hot diggity. Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I know.
I know there's a reason. Oh, and I've even got a piece up there. Okay, so I'm getting these all lined up.
Ooh, that's a good one, Darcy.
What did she say?
So she posted, she's dropping links to different ones that will go with the theme for this coming.
Trying to see virtue. Great virtue. That's a good word.
The spaceships. Those are Fran's spaceships. For Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh!
And these would work for fun little backgroundy kind of space stuff.
What?
Some of the Dipsy Doodles. That is one of the cut down ones, Helen. The plate manufacturers do not recommend it, but we have done it twice fairly successfully, I believe.
Yeah. Now that's probably going to show up on my thing there, but I don't
I
really
don't think
care.
that matters.
I don't really think it does either, but I wanted to get this other one in here and get something on it. So we'll
There you
just
go.
turn it around and butt it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to have to use this tape right
Yeah,
here.
and then, yeah, we have the different, so, Fran has an asemic writing, which we called, I think it's an alien asemic, and then Carrie Griffiths has a semic, or a kind of alien type writing one too, which would be pretty fun. So lots of, you know, outer space, outer worldly, fly me, you know, to outer space.
Well,
Oh,
it's not
stars all lit up. Mm-hmm.
make it down there anyway, and of course my washi tape is like failing me when it.
Fly me to the moon. Wendy. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I need to get the glue.
I, for the life of me, do not know what happened to my pen. I feel like I stuck it in something, but then, I don't know.
I've certainly been there. Now here's the other one that I
Hey,
really
Susan.
like too, and I'm even might even like that one. All right, let's get some stuff on here. Now,
We have no idea, Trish, because these came to us. And we think they came from Sharon.
we think, yeah.
We think.
All right, I got to turn these so I can get to my paints here because I haven't.
Oh yeah, Susan. The props for the Makers Creative collab, those are all always available, like for the whole year, because those aren't like any. So if you guys wanted to even start on ones months from now or whatever, yeah, they're all in Makers. If you use the featured area across the top, there's a link to it, or just go to the media files in Makers. And there's the PDF in there. Oh, doodle me to the moon. I love that, Darcy. You alright there? Don't.
Well, when you start twisting your tube.
Yeah.
Well, this is old paint, so I don't really know what I'm so worried about here.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anywho. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Well.
brown.
Man, it looked kind of shiny for a minute there, like it was a metallic, but it isn't, just reflection.
Well, that's kind of.
Did you think it was black?
Yeah, I did. But that's
Okay.
all right. We don't care.
No?
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, and that's the moon face strip comes with the moon stencil.
Well, and that piece of crap.
Oh, that kind of blocked out your cat.
Oh, it certainly did. I didn't like that.
No, I don't like that either. But I like what you did at the top there. Ooh, that's nice. Kind of dirtied it up, although on that end, coming out of the cat looked like he pooped on the other one. he had some of the ice in Mexico.
Oh, I could tell you a story about a cat pooping. That would just, you would think it was funny as all get out. All right, so we've initiated our, and now we're going to turn it over on this side, and we're going to use our.
Now, careful with that one, because there are some little flippy
Yeah,
things
yeah,
there,
yeah.
so you don't want to be catching your thing on it. Ooh, that's cool looking.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. I'm glad we're talking about that today. Are you going to tell the cat story? I'm now curious. I don't know that I've heard this story. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I am. Okay, see, we're getting some interesting stuff going on there. Now, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to get any on this one. But that's all right. We will, not to worry. And this one probably isn't going to, nothing is going to happen, much is going to happen there. Okay, well, yeah, I'll tell that some other time. It's probably not terribly appropriate.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
She was working it out in her head how she could tell it and not be totally gross.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay.
This is raw umber. It was in the black thing, and God knows I just didn't even read what I was writing here. But you know, in a way, I'm kind of glad that was a happy accident because I like this brown, you know, kind of browning outy.
Oh yes, the birds.
We'll brownie out the bottom of this one, brownie out the edge of this one a little bit with that leftover mucky muck here on this little jobber. Oh yeah, because we've got the other side to do completely. Okay, turn them over. Oh, and of course, yeah, okay. Look at that. It ripped off some of my thing.
Just, you know, washy. It'll stick where you don't want it to.
Piece of crap.
Goodness.
Guess maybe I buffed it on a little strong. I'll try to refrain from that. Okay, so we got that one over there. We got this one. It's got some stuff on it, but I don't think it's going to make a whole big deal here. Let's use this one. Let me see what we have here. A Prussian blue, dear Lord. I don't know why all these are in the black.
Are there any blacks in what you thought was the place for black paint?
Finally, Mars black. We finally have some black here. Hopefully we have some black here.
All right.
This is a very old black.
So why are you?
It's still squishy.
Why are you using all? Why are you using all the old paint?
Well, because they're heavy body, and I don't even know that I have any heavy body black.
Like of newly purchased stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Don't know. Oh my gosh, there was still some of that left over. Well, we're getting kind of a brown black here, but that's all right.
Moving in the right direction.
Moving in the right direction.
Well done, Darcy. I promise this will look better after a while. This is kind of the stage where you're like, okay. I don't know where this is going.
Well, I don't really either.
Right.
I'm waiting for it to talk to me.
That turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I don't hate it. That's what Patty always says. I don't hate it. Kind of means, well, I don't love it either, but you know, it ain't like I'm going to toss it in the bin. All right, well, we need to get some color on here. This is just poop.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go for a little bigger. Got one of my gel plates are in the process of being used for other things. I guess I could pull something.
Yeah.
That would be.
What's on there?
The stuff I put on there the last time over here. I'm not being purposefully obtuse. I'm just telling you what it is.
Fran is requesting rust.
Fran, putting color on now. We're going to go red.
Kind of rusty.
And I will go this color of red.
Yeah, which is pretty much rust.
Which is kind of a little bit. A sturdy red.
That's the Utrecht. What's the name of that one?
Alizarin crimson. But you know, alizarin crimson comes in many guises. It isn't always the same. So just because it says alizarin crimson, you don't necessarily need to believe that.
Yes, Denise, they are a stripper set of 5.
Well, and see, I'm getting a little black here from my brayer.
Yeah, that looks, I kind of like
It's
that.
kind of burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
Burgundy business going on here. Okay, now we got to move along here. We don't have time to do a lot of chit chatting and
dilly dallying.
Because we got to get some stuff down here.
Mm-hmm. Flop those tags down. Mind your kitty. You know how hard it was for me not to say something else.
I am not.
Goodness.
Because I got to hurry up and use those.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, I'm putting this aside because I got a plan for this, but I got to get this other stuff going here on my other pieces of paper that I have out here that I told you about.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Darcy, you're coming up with good stuff. Dropping them links. Thank you. Static orbs. Static orbs is always a good one. Wire, the twisty wires.
And at this point on our papers that we've got going over here, we're just getting some more layers down. We're not being terribly choosy or picky about, what it is at this point, because we haven't really made a definite plan.
That's funny, Deb.
Definitely.
Hey, Susie.
That's kind of. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm just blowing smoke there, folks. A definite plan is like the furthest thing from anything I ever do.
And hello to everyone that is coming in, even if you're hanging out in the background, totally fine. Do give those thumbsy up so it lets other people know, hey, I'm over here. You might want to be here. You might.
Just might.
Just might. Oh yeah, no, they are not in Gen Pop. That is correct. They are an exclusive. So those of you that are Mucky Muck or Loverly have access to the strippers. And there's going to be more coming out based on these. So, just heads up. But P wanted the strippers, so.
I did. I really honestly believe that this is the way to go. Well, especially with what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, for the little stuff, the tags are just even working in a journal or a book or a tag, ATC, anything small. Strippers and little ATC stencils are, I just cannot go wrong. Oh, hey, Johnny. Johnny, sorry.
Oh, look how cool that looks. Let's get some more stuff on the back here. It's looking kind of plain. Plain Jane. Make that edge work for you. If you mess up, just repeat it and people will think it's intentional.
Miriam, what do you mean? My wish list is in 0. Why? You might want to log in. Make sure you're logged in. Because remember, your wish list is tied to your account. I know. Eddie must be busy doing things. He hasn't been very chatty and naughty today. A little disappointed in that.
He's probably being so dadgum inspired by what I'm doing that he's running right off and doing it. Now that's what I'm going to go with.
You better answer to that. Or if he isn't here, I'm worried. Oh, Apple would like to know, could you talk more about the alizarin crimson? It's one of favorite colors. Why is it that the color is not true?
The alizarin?
He's eating his burrito.
Because the cheap alizarins, they might say alizarin, but it's required in order for it to be a true alizarin, and they're going to be more expensive, and that's one way that you kind of do tell.
Oh.
They may just be a facsimile of such. Hello, kitty.
Mm-hmm.
We certainly missed you.
I'm going to let both animals into the room. Come here. Come here. Everybody can go in. Go on.
All right. Yeah, now see, I'm really glad that I did not change my paper today, because it would have been a total, you know, I'd have to put something else down. I didn't know what else I was going to put down. Okay. Whew.
He's eating a burrito while watching your fantastic work.
Oh, bless his heart. I told you he was doing something important. Eating is important.
Oh, so yeah, in France, it's like alizarin crimson hue. Yes, that would most likely indicate that it is not true.
Yes.
They have just tried to.
Yeah, they tried to make it with something other than, you know, usually what?
No worries, Wendy. She's got to head to work soon.
Oh, bummer.
Just leave us going.
There, it looks like a ray of sunshine on Kitty.
Kitty. Meow meow.
Okay, I always like a little bit of yellow on everything. That might have been a little bit. Let's jazz that yellow up just ever so slightly.
What's that one? That's the Benzie one, or no?
This
That's
is
his Derelite. That's the one. Dairy. I like your note thing over there. That's looking pretty good.
What is it?
The note, or your brayer off sheet was where you were writing or practicing the quotes. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. Alright, now I don't really need, well, I need some yellow on that side. I need some on the front side of this one too. So these are where these little plates come in really handy. Handy dandy.
And those of you that came in, the little plates are from bigger plates being cut up. The manufacturers do not recommend it, but we have not had any issues. They do get a little wonky.
Yeah, they're kind of...
But they all get wonky after a while.
You know, I mean, come on now, honey.
Come on now, sugar.
Alrighty.
I love that one.
Thank you.
Believe is
looking good.
I love, this is my favorite of the 5. The one that you just tie in your hand.
Oh, that one? The little half...
That's right, Apple.
I like it too. Okay. I might have to come in with a brighter red. That's okay. I can do that.
Yeah. Well, you got to kind of move with this particular technique because, you know, and it's really dry. Like I said, my poor little hair is not doing awesome curly business because we just don't have the moisture that we were having when we were having the rain.
That could be why my hair is like sticking up in
you're frizzy.
Frightful frizzy mess.
But things are drying real quick, so you got to move.
Oh, that just puked right out of there. Oh no! Oh, well, that's all right.
Oh, you tainted it. And did you see
I'll have to try to remember that the next time.
And hello, Joanne.
Okay, now I've got way more here than I need. a lovely opportunity to use your brayer as a...
I do, Miriam. I do. Okay. You're doing good. Tainted paint.
Tainted paint.
Mm-hmm. I'm multitasking.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's good. Good to hear.
You're wondering why I was being quiet and letting you do your thing. Well, mine's not doing punky anything. Like, that's my thing. Like, I want it to be more curly and fluffy and stuff. It's just kind of, it's just not as curly as it has been. Are you going to leave me? Oh. So, Darcy, the last time she sang a little song, we didn't have it quite right, and she sang it to me. She sent me a little voice message.
She did?
She did.
What
I
was it?
enjoyed it very much.
Oh my gosh, here's one we've totally ignored.
Oh, no.
Has nothing on it.
The tag left behind.
That is what always happens to me.
There's always one. And then what happens is it ends up being the most wonderful one.
Yeah.
Because she feels like it got neglected, so she just gives it a...
Well, I just have all this stuff all over the place, and I just really need to keep putting stuff away and not... And I need to
Clean
keep
as you
track clean as you go. Oh God, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, but you said it. I was just
Mean.
confirming.
Mean. Okay. Well, I think we need a little bit of red, but I'm not feeling like applying it with the plate. I'm just thinking I need to...
Oh, Eddie's sporting a fro. We need a picture
What is it?
of Eddie's fro.
Kind of lost my kitty there.
Yeah. He lost his hat for sure. Oh. He's back.
Kind of a messy looking cat, but
Yeah.
hey, these tags are really holding up well.
I'm impressed. I thought you were going to rub a hole in it for sure.
Well, we just patch it. There, I got his hat back again. Where's my other kitty? Just had two?
Yeah, just two. I was
Okay,
like,
good.
I don't know what other cat you're looking for.
Alright, well, just had two kitties here. We don't want to obliterate the kitty. And I'm not liking that really hard edge there. If you get after this stuff soon enough, you can, you know,
Yeah, kind of buff it out or...
buff it out and move it about the cabin.
You know, Darcy, don't fight it.
There we go. Look at that. That's looking way better. That a little bit more.
I'm fighting it too.
Mucky muck. What, fighting what?
There's a lot of kitty business going on.
What are you fighting?
Inappropriateness.
Oh. Oh my gosh, look at that. I forgot to glue that down.
Eddie said he'll take the bait. Buff out your kitty.
Is done. Now we need to come in and we need to accentuate.
Keep your kitty clean.
I'm going to clean up my kitty's hat.
Oh, goodness.
You're just cute little ears here.
You might want to wait until it dries a bit. I mean, is it dry?
No, not necessarily, but for, you know, it's good enough for the folks that I go with.
Okay. You can just definitely, yeah, there's been, oh God, there you made him all like, he's got one eyeball up and one eyeball down.
Well, you know, he may just be that kind of cat.
It's like Christy's cat who's cross-eyed.
He's a gnome cat.
It looks like a kitty from the streets. Not a nice little gnome village. It's been hitting the catnip a little hard.
We're just giving him a little personality. There we go.
Well, you gave her some eyelashes. Now I think that's a girl kitty.
With a beard.
That's what Izzy says. Give her eyelashes. This is a girl. Some boys have eyelashes. Some boys have better makeup than I could ever dream of having. I dig that. I don't know that I would date a boy, though, that, you know, back in the day that was prettier than me and required more maintenance. That seems like a lot to keep up with. That one looks angry now.
Okay, well, this is his patch eye.
Pirate gnome.
F that one up, so now we... The pirate gnome.
I feel like we need some of these stamps. I like that cat.
It's going to be a Salvador Dali
I think
cat.
that's definitely the one in charge. That other one.
Giving him a little curl to his stash. And have a little bit of a, you know.
Yeah, it is a more recent phenomena. I don't remember a lot of boys getting too cute. Give him bigger paws.
Bigger claws.
Bigger claws. Yeah, he's a rough kitty. Fran says the other one's been put upon.
Put upon? Oh, yes, that's that look like, oh, give me a break. Because the eyes are going up in the air. This isn't
well, one is.
Mariah told me the other day she heard my eye roll.
I did. I said I felt that one. Over here.
Okay, we're going to fluff this kitty up a little bit.
Okay, a little more attitude now. I'm taking that cat a little more seriously.
Well, we couldn't leave it just like it was.
No.
That would not have been right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what this belt business here is. What is it?
It's a Santa kitty.
Well, I certainly didn't get that.
Now you can make it like a rock star kitty. See, that would make sense, because remember, like, even in the 80s, we'd wear belts, like, over your pants, not, like, through the loops or anything. Not for function, fashion only.
Well, this one's going, I'm shaking my booty.
Or maybe it's a, you know, ninja kitty. It's got its black belt on.
Okay, and we're making this one a little bit skinnier because I think that he, you know, he's a little more of a
scrappy kitty.
Scrappy kitty here.
Okay. Fran wants to know, is one Garfield and... Oh, wait, hold on. And the other one, Orlando. Or Orlando. Depending on...
I heard that. Okay, now we got to come in here with a little...
Rhonda says one-eyed Pete. Can you hold those
this
up?
Was going to be?
I know. I'm having a blast now. This is way more
so
entertaining.
much fun.
There we go. A little bit. Yes, perfect. Look at that.
But I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it here.
Okay.
We're going to have a moon over Miami kind of situation here. It's going to
okay.
sort of get rid of that line there.
Oh, I love Simon the cat.
What?
Darcy says if you embellish her enough, ho 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 still works. See, took her.
Oh, you little, you little.
Oh, you got timed out, Eddie.
Ah.
Fran, I saw you today. I'm not part. Oh, that's funny. I can't undo it, but I was able to read it. Sorry, guys. Nightbot didn't like that. Eddie, you were giving too much information, I guess. That is funny. I wish I could undo. It doesn't have an undo. Hi, Lydia. I think some people got it before it. Yeah. Okay, he's back. Oh yeah, our moderators got to read it. Oh, that looks great.
Yeah. Now see, I'm having to do that because I redid the.
Yeah. Nightbot is kind of that way.
So my little kitty, you know, his little body here.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's a. Oh, and I forgot that I was patched. Crap.
Oh yeah, bring his patch back.
There's his patch, and there's his little eyeball. And then this kitty. Her nose is slightly out of whack. I think I'm just going to leave her just like she is. I think she's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Just have to, you know, make sure I
Don't obliterate her.
obliterate her.
You might have to keep bringing her back a little.
This is true. I'm going to give her some little...
Now here's an idea. If you like her so much, you could cut her out. Patch in a piece and then stick her back on later.
Can you do that for me? That's an excellent. I love that idea. Where's my other cat?
Do you want a torn edge or do you want like cut out perfectly?
I want it cut out pretty perfectly, but follow my lines really closely because they're all very specific. God dang nose.
I know, mine too. And my eyes.
I know. I have this one. I need a patch on this side.
Like your cat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pete.
Okay. I would blow my nose, but it doesn't really do any good. And it's disgusting.
Sorry for the sniffles.
Sniffy. Sniffy, sniffy. Okay. Why are you not going in that hole? I don't know why I'm putting those away, but, you know, I'm just that kind of person. I like to clean as I go.
Careful, that lightning might hit.
I feel pretty safe. The sun's shining. I might not say that if it's cloudy.
Rumbling.
Okay, I got Izzy some books that we had a little meltdown at Costco yesterday because she just insisted on kitty books, and I said, "My God, I think that we have enough kitty books, and I am not buying any more kitty." I stuck by my guns.
You did good. So.
Oh, never mind. I got lots of stuff that we can put back behind there. Here, hand that over.
Okay.
And I needed red anyway. Look at that.
Now, do you want me to keep the sun or just leave the sun on or your moon or whatever with your kitty?
Cut the moon out. I mean, don't include the moon. Yeah, because that'll help me out.
Include the moon. What did you say? Sorry.
No, just cut the body of the kitty out because the moon was there to help, you know, because he was humped up and I wanted him to be a little bit more svelte.
Mm-hmm. Not humped up.
Not humped up and PO'd. Okay, now, don't know that this is, I'm going to cover up some good stuff back here, so I have to be very circumspect on my, you know, filling in the spot. So I think what I'm going to do here, oh, did you all see here's some more of my doodles. Look at those doodles.
She's a dandy doodler.
Dandy doodle.
Here's your.
Okay, now I'm going to just tear this.
I'm going to hold the cat.
Hold the cat. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this together because I need a little bit more than what's here.
Now,
stability-wise.
Right. Now, what's going on, you need to kind of keep in mind what you got going on both sides there.
That's good.
Of the tag as well.
That's why I said I needed to not go down too far.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
You're getting what I'm throwing out.
I wanted some of that green.
I like that.
I do too.
I'm interested at your approach here. Because it's quite different from what I would have done.
I think it's going to work.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, we'll just go to plan B.
Okay.
Try to make it so I don't have to do any more cutting that's absolutely necessary.
Well, I was going to say, hand that over, I'll do the cutting.
Hot diggity. Look at that. That is some awesome stuff there, folks. This is what this stuff's good for. And, you know, the whole thing about it is you don't need to have to make it like when you need it. You need to have it when you need it. Because if you have to make it when you need it, you know what's going to happen about that. Yeah.
Bye, Trish. See you Sunday. We're going to have some fun stuff on Sunday. I mean, not that this wasn't fun stuff, too, but we got fun stuff coming up in lots of the streams. As far as, like...
What are we doing on Sunday?
New things to show.
Oh.
Which I think will be quite fun with these, so don't get too far.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Well, I think this is turning out to be quite nice. Now, we're just going to take our clue from some stuff I got going on here.
Wendy says, you leave for a couple of seconds and there has been a change of direction. Where did the kitty go? We saved the kitties. Because you're liking what they were, you didn't want to have to keep doing, you know.
Redoing the kitties.
So they have been cut out to save. And will be added back on once she's done getting all the colorifications.
Colorification going on here. Okay, I'm just going to do some of my, I'm going to take, you know, do some of my doodles here.
Oh, are you using your previous doodles as inspiration?
As inspiration, kind of, sort of.
I like that.
Variety.
Okay.
Now, give me one of those pussies back. Give me the girl.
All of us refrained this entire stream. And really, you're just going to plop it out there like that. Okay.
Meow, meow. this the right one? Oh, it is. Look at her. She's dead cute. Now we want to, you know.
Oh, you're gonna move her.
Yeah, well, why would I want to put her back in the same spot?
Oh, I don't-
But the problem herein lies that I want to...
We were all being so good.
I don't even know what you're talking about. God, you just go on sometimes.
Eddie says he loves you.
Quinacridone red. We're just going to put a little spot out there. The labadooya. And grab the crap brush.
No cats were harmed. Yeah. But we'll have to have you on live, Eddie. Maybe one of these days. I keep talking about.
Now see, look at that.
That's fantastic. Well done. Although it looks like he's kind of in a pool of blood down there.
Yeah, I don't like
That's a
that.
little sad.
That's not good.
Makes me ask questions that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yes. We'll just kind of see if that's going to work. But I love that. It's kind of like a
Yes, there.
cityscape.
That's better. That's like she's heading to the red light district.
She is. But I'm needing a little...
Sassy little kitty.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. Whoa, woman.
Oh.
How did that even happen?
Just calm down. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Brush up right here. I just wanted to kind of get that a little...
Devin really wants a ship in the, background. So
She
you know
wants-
where these pirate kitties are coming from.
Oh, well, that's the other one.
Okay.
But this is what you can do if you don't like the white of your
Right.
Posca marker. Which I don't necessarily always like it. And I'm going to get a little bit more of a glow going there in the sunshine. Here's the thing.
This is
Remember
what she
what we
does.
talked about when we started out? Is you just kind of let your materials and what's happening guide you. Be your guiding principle. Have plenty of paper towels handy.
Crusade ship.
Always works.
Oh. Does that make you happy?
Yeah.
I love the cat.
Now, come on. That is wonderful.
Yes. Yes, I know, Jeanette.
What is it?
Cruise, not crusade. Okay. It's like, I don't know if that's these kind of kitties. I don't know what kind of mission they're on. Crusades usually don't go well.
No.
For at least,
Yeah, for half the
half of the people.
Crusaders.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to cut around their toenails, but I did expect a little more of a belly line there, Mariah.
Wow.
Because that's such a beautiful background, and I want to
Well, I didn't
really have this cat fitting in there properly.
Uh-huh. I just didn't know the full vision.
We'll draw some little shadows underneath the little kitty there, so
He's not floating.
he's not. Oh, look, that even looks like a little boot. Hang it from a tree up there. And a little nod to the original kitty.
Mm-hmm. Goodness.
Now, I don't know if the kitty needs a little bit more. You have to be careful about this, because when you start like adding kind of cutesy things on there, it can just go south. Yeah, I'm not.
Wendy would like that kitty to have some bourbon and a cigarette.
Well, we might put that on a table over here.
Yeah.
Little table with a little.
Oh, cobblestones. The kitty needs to be on cobblestones.
Oh, I like that. That's a great idea. Who said that?
Eddie.
Eddie, you're just firing on all jets today.
Because he had his burrito. He's well fed.
Oh,
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry and yeah. I need to drink more, speaking of which. Oh my gosh, I left a little bit in the bottom in my thing the other day. There were 3 gnats in there.
I think you should start an Instagram channel for your gnats. You can just take a picture of
Okay, now
gnats after the stream.
let's talk about this for a moment. Okay, if we put the kitty down there, and we're gonna butt him off the table because he really kind of lost the rest of his body.
Well, it was never there.
Yeah, it was never there. Oh my God, look at that! Did you see that? Did you see that gnat fly through?
Did.
You little. He's over there on my brayer. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of perspective here. Fran will be real proud of me.
You just got to get more creative, like, you know, with kind of dancing around it in chat.
Well, the problem herein lies is it's still wet. It's not.
Yeah,
My marker ain't working very well.
your paint's still a little sticky, and it usually doesn't go well.
And especially with that hard edge. Now it's doing a little bit better with this one.
Oh, goodness.
What?
I'm not really sure.
How about that?
Oh, very nicely done.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this kitty's done. Glue that.
Well, yeah, and then you're going to add a little shadowing in or something, right?
Yeah, I will. But I got to glue her down first.
Okay.
We did kind of lose some cool stuff on the other side there, but
Yeah.
oh well. C'est la vie.
Very nice.
Oh, this is looking good over here.
Your gnat's visiting me. I have nothing for you, Nat.
Okay, so we're going to take a little face jobbers, stabilo, whatever, you know, we'll kind of give our little kitty a little bit of a shadow here.
Very nice.
Sun's coming from this direction. You know, don't get too fussy and fancy there because, you know, it needs to look, you know, messy, whatever.
Oh, she can't help herself.
Well, these kind of went away.
Bye, Jamie. Thanks for hanging.
I don't really know. What was that?
Oh, yeah, we got 2 minutes.
You're kidding me.
No, I know. It kind of flew by once we got the kitties going.
And I only got 1 tag finished.
Well, we got Sunday. Plus, we're going to have some fun things to play with on Sunday that will be...
That will work with this?
I'll just take these away from you.
Oh, so you don't want me to finish up my tag?
Well, I don't think that you need to do any more work on these. Maybe you get some of those other ones more to this sort of point.
Oh, so we can play on top.
Yeah. And maybe even add some texture paste. Because we didn't really get to that, but I mean, it's not like, you know.
Well, even this side's looking pretty good. Now, you know, I really like that cat.
Time flies in the gutter. No truer words.
Now look at that.
I love it.
It's whimsical and kind of...
Dark and a little creepy and a...
Yeah. A little bit.
Is that
Look.
such a thing? It's, you know, creepy whimsy.
Yeah, absolutely. As a category, that's the one that I always want to be in. Okay, now let's just see how it's going to look in here. Look at that.
Fabulous. And there are lots of kitties in this journal. So she fits in for
Look at that. Open up the page there, and there she is in all her glory.
Love it.
Voila.
All right, guys, once again, thank you so much for hanging out. We will be back
here,
here
let me move
on
this over.
Sunday. And I believe Sunday is like June 2nd. So we'll have, you know, more.
July 2nd.
July. Sorry. Yeah.
This is June.
This is June. July.
Look at me knowing what month it is.
It is. It's fantastic. All right, guys. See you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.